Hands! Hands! Come out!
Contact!
On the ground. Come here.
What began as a quiet summer night in Florida soon turned into a tragedy that stunned the medical community. What happened inside that peaceful rental home? And what did the surveillance cameras really capture? Let's uncover the truth behind one of the most chilling cases in recent criminal documentary history. The story begins with the gentle voice of 4-year-old Aria Talathi, the final words ever heard from her. Moments later, investigators say her mother, Dr. Neha Gupta, took actions that led to her passing and tried to disguise it as a tragic pool accident. Surveillance footage would later reveal what really happened in the days leading up to that night. It was late June 2025 inside a quiet rental home in Florida where Aria was found unresponsive in the backyard pool. Her mother, a respected pediatrician from Oklahoma, quickly became the focus of an investigation that would shock even seasoned detectives. Newly released surveillance clips appear harmless at first, a mother and daughter spending a sunny day together by the beach. But those cheerful moments would soon be re-examined as the last living images of Aria before her death. Only a few days later, that same home turned into a crime scene. The woman viewers see in those recordings, once trusted to heal children, now stood accused of causing her daughter's tragic loss. At the center of this horrific case is Dr. Neha Gupta, a pediatrician who is now seen as the central figure in one of the most devastating childhood tragedies in recent memory. On July 1st, 2025, a team of U.S. Marshals arrived at Dr. Gupta's Oklahoma residence. With weapons drawn, they ordered her to open the door. The arrest footage shows a quiet suburban home suddenly filled with commands and flashing lights.
Police with a warrant! Open the door! Do it now! Come to the door!
Hands! Hands! Come out!
Contact!
On the ground. Come here.
When prosecutors first filed charges, they called it first-degree homicide. Weeks later, it was reduced to aggravated neglect resulting in loss of life, only to be upgraded again as new evidence emerged. To understand why, we go back to where it began. At 3:41 a.m. on June 27th, police in El Portal, Florida received a 911 call from Dr. Gupta. She claimed her daughter had fallen unconscious in the backyard pool of their short-term rental. Gupta, 36, led the officers to the backyard. There, in the still water, they saw the child lying in the deepest part of the pool. No one said a word, just a heavy silence. Responders arrived within minutes. They found Aria submerged at the deep end, pulled her from the water, and performed CPR. Despite their efforts, the child was pronounced dead at 4:28 a.m. Dr. Gupta told detectives she had fallen asleep beside Aria. On the evening of June 26th, around 7 or 8 p.m., the mother and daughter returned to their rented house after a long day at sea. The girl, just 4 years old, was exhausted from jet skiing and sunbathing all day. According to Gupta, she fell asleep as soon as she entered the house, and no one expected it to be her last sleep. According to the affidavit, Gupta said she was awakened by an unknown noise at about 3:20 a.m. When she woke up, the little girl was gone. The sliding glass door leading to the pool was open, she said, and though she tried to rescue her child, she couldn't because she didn't know how to swim. That single claim, "I can't swim," would soon become one of the most important contradictions in the entire case. The autopsy told a story her mother's words couldn't explain. The medical examiner found no water in Aria's lungs or stomach. Instead, there were marks along her cheeks and minor abrasions inside her mouth, marks consistent not with resuscitation, but suggesting restricted breathing. The affidavit revealed a detail that stunned investigators. The 4-year-old girl's stomach was completely empty. This contradicted Gupta's statement that her daughter had eaten dinner a few hours before the incident. A crucial hole, opening up a whole new set of questions. In the official report, the cause of death was listed as intentional harm. The child, the examiner concluded, was already unresponsive before ever entering the water. A tragedy once believed to be accidental now pointed toward deliberate harm. It was that discovery that changed everything, turning a seemingly tragic accident into a criminal investigation of deliberate intent. On July 1st, officers arrested Gupta at his home in Oklahoma City. Days later, as body cam footage shows, U.S. Marshals broke through the front door of Gupta's Oklahoma home. Room by room they searched until they found her crouched inside a laundry area. She was placed in handcuffs without resistance.
Police with a warrant! Open the door! Do it now! Come to the door!
Turn around. Last come up with breach. She just went back in the front of the house. Breach.
Neha Gupta, come to the front door! Do it now! For U.S. Marshals, we have a warrant for your arrest! Come to the front door! Do it now!
We saw her. Back in the went back. Where did she go?
Watch the east side.
East side of the house.
We got y'all's light over here.
Wraps around us.
Yeah.
You want us to move up or you guys got Let's push and see what's on this right side.
This closet.
Right closet. Sound like
Clear.
Okay. Yes, it does kind of come back around. So just hold what you got there.
Partially open the door all the way down through the hallway.
Does that go out to the garage right there? Yeah. Hey, we're gonna clear this garage, so back up a little bit, will you? I'm hungry. Okay. It's unlocked. Go ahead and open that and we'll go through this. Henry.
I guess we kind of remember what's on it, if it's a lock or something.
Still have contact with target. They go to start him to have come this way. Okay. Hey, we're opening up these garage doors. Opening up the garage doors. We're clear outside.
Shut up here. Hands, come out.
Contact.
On the ground. Come here. Stand up.
Keep clear of the rest of this and get her out.
She hasn't been checked. You good? Or take her. You want to help me?
Transferred back to Florida, Dr. Gupta appeared in court on July 18th. Prosecutors argued she acted with intent, while her attorney insisted the event was an accident. A heartbreaking mistake, not a crime. The judge disagreed. Citing the autopsy's findings and the 10-minute delay before she called 911, he ruled there was probable cause and ordered Gupta held without bond.
Indicating she did not drown. So for purposes of this probable cause hearing, there is probable cause. In addition, she waited 10 minutes before she purportedly called 911 for help.
In the hearing, the judge noted the most critical detail. Aria's lungs were completely dry. That meant she hadn't suffocated underwater at all. The court also learned that Gupta waited nearly 10 minutes before calling for help, a delay that prosecutors said revealed intent, not panic. With Gupta now in custody and the charges restored to murder, investigators turned their focus to the newly released surveillance footage, the final 2 days before Aria's death, hoping it would reveal what truly happened inside that quiet Florida home. The cameras at the rental property captured June 25th and 26th in haunting clarity. The video begins with Gupta pulling up to the house with Aria in the back seat. The child's voice can be heard bright, playful, innocent. Together, they unload bags, share a meal, and settle in for what appears to be an ordinary stay. Later, Gupta is seen walking toward her car, retrieving groceries, then returning with a small suitcase. Aria's tiny voice calls out again, offering to help her mother with the bags. By evening, the two eat dinner and head inside for the night. When she returned, Gupta said she carried her daughter into the house and woke her up for dinner around 9 p.m. The girl, exhausted, ate only a few bites and fell asleep around midnight. The two lay on the bed in the master bedroom, a seemingly peaceful scene before everything changed forever. Someone delivered food the night before. The next afternoon, the camera caught the mother and daughter laughing and playing, Nia changing Aria's diaper like a gentle mother. But it was all a facade of peace. The next morning, sirens blared, lights flashed, police and paramedics pulled Aria's tiny body from the pool. June 27th. Lights flashed, sirens wailed, the rescuers rushed in, but it was too late. The little girl was carried out from the backyard on a stretcher. Former NYPD detective Tom Smith, reviewing the footage, noted how unsettling it was to watch something so normal, knowing what came next. "There's no shouting, no aggression," he said, "just a mother and daughter. Until everything changes." For investigators, the footage became a timeline proof of life and routine, leading up to a tragedy that no one witnessed. Yet, to the defense, those same moments could be used to argue that Gupta was a caring, attentive parent, not a killer. Through her attorney, Gupta continued to insist that her daughter's death was an accident, a mistake, not murder, and that detectives had jumped to conclusions. But prosecutors soon uncovered something that challenged that story even further. An old video surfaced from November 2022, showing Dr. Gupta in a medical webinar speaking casually about her hobbies. When asked to share a fun fact, she smiled and said, "I love adventure sports, scuba diving and snorkeling."
I love adventure sports, so I guess not a lot of people know about that. So I love scuba diving, snorkeling.
That revelation stunned investigators. The same woman who once described herself as a diver and swimmer had told police she couldn't swim, claiming that was why she couldn't save her daughter.
The subject stated she attempted to remove the victim from the pool. However, she was unsuccessful due to the fact
detectives saw that contradiction as more than a lie. To them, it hinted at a carefully crafted story, one designed to make Aria's death look like an accident. The deeper police looked into Gupta's life, the more troubling details emerged. Court filings revealed she was locked in a bitter custody dispute with her ex-husband, Dr. Aria Talathi. He had accused her of erratic behavior, mood swings, and interference in their daughter's medical care. The two left Edmond, Oklahoma, for Miami and rented a short-term home through Airbnb, where the 4-year-old was found dead. Gupta's ex-husband, Dr. Aria Talathi, said he had no idea the child had left Oklahoma. A judge had even granted him temporary custody, citing concerns for Aria's safety. But before the ruling could be finalized, Gupta took her daughter out of Oklahoma without permission, directly violating the court order. Investigators now saw a motive, a custody battle, mental health concerns, and a possible fear of losing her child forever. Combined with the autopsy and the surveillance timeline, the picture became clear. Gupta, a physician who worked at OU Health and the University of Oklahoma, lost everything in the incident. She was officially suspended from patient care and terminated on May 30, marking the complete collapse of the medical career she had built. The defense spoke out. Gupta's attorney said he was deeply disappointed that authorities hastily arrested a grieving mother who had cooperated fully with police after losing her child. We believe there is much more evidence that has not been examined, something that the hasty investigation of the past 24 hours could not have uncovered, attorney Richard L. Cooper said in an email.
He's very, very sad and very, very distraught.
No foul play is suspected?
No, and the police are also in agreement of that.
Today, Dr. Neha Gupta remains in custody in Miami-Dade County, awaiting trial for second-degree murder. Her next court appearance is scheduled for November 13th. Prosecutors continue to argue that Aria's breathing was intentionally restricted, while the defense maintains her loss was a tragic accident. Another chapter closes in this criminal documentary. But the questions remain. Was it an accident? Or a deliberate act only a mother could explain? If you found this case as unsettling as we did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more real stories just like this. Stay tuned. The next case might just be darker than this one. This footage serves an educational and awareness-building purpose. It is not created to shame or ridicule the people involved. With the current spread of biased and misleading commentary, our aim is to offer a transparent view of law enforcement actions so the public can be better informed.
Police with a warrant! Open the door! Do it now! Come to the door!
Turn around.
Last come up with breach. She just went back in the breach.
Neha Gupta, come to the front door! Do it now! To the U.S. Marshals, we have a warrant for your arrest! Come to the front door! Do it now!
We saw her back in the house. Where did she go?
Watch the east side.
East side of the house.
We got y'all's light over here.
Wraps around us. You want us to move up? You got that?
Let's push and see what's on the right side.
This closet.
Closet. Closet.
Clear.
Okay. Yes, it does. Kind of come back around. So just hold what you got there.
Partially open the door all the way down through the hallway.
Does that go out to the garage right there?
Yep.
Hey, we're gonna clear this garage, so back up a little bit, will you? Okay. Turn lock.